All right, guys. So good evening. Let me set this setting real quick. I just forgot to do that to make sure you mute upon entry, even though you guys are veterans in this game and know how to hit mute. But there is one. There's always one. So I just muted that person. All right, guys. So good evening. Happy Tuesday. Happy month end. Hey, Tasha, look at you. You look like you antsy. You just doing like this. You look like you thinking antsy. So what are we? Tomorrow's June 1st, like perfect day for a Zoom so that we can end the month and start the month and be prepared for both. So I just want to give a few different things real quick, just as I know, I thought it was a filter or something going on over there. That's what I thought was going on. I ain't know what I thought it was a filter. I'm sorry. I seen it. I seen it. Trust me. I seen the glow. Thought it was a filter. So maybe I don't know. Stop sidetracking me. So I got a few housekeeping thingies just to go over, just to make sure we're on the same page. There we go. I can see myself now. First thing being, today is the last day of the month. If you have not, for some reason or another, auto ship has not ran for you to be commission qualified, just verify it real quick. Don't assume that it ran. Just go verify and make sure it say you commission qualified. There was a few people that missed it last month, and I don't want you to miss it this month. Everybody is 18 and over on here. Y'all grown people. Y'all know how to check y'all accounts and make sure the money has came out from the auto ships. But if you just assume that it did, please just go check and make sure it says that commissions is qualified. If not, go on in there and hit that. Go to orders, click on recent history. I think is the word history is in there in that word. And then just click on the order number and hit reprocess and reprocess it. That simple, that easy. Or you can just place a new order. And as long as the BV equals over $150, you're good. Now, on the same subject, let's talk about next month. Auto ship starts to process the first week of the month. Why? So that you know where your business is for the rest of the month. So that means auto ship is set up and process. It's set up to process the first week of the month. Stop making faces, Tasha. You're the first one on my screen. So reminder, and just a little tip, these Memorial Day sales that's going on right now, you can edit your auto ship for those sales and it will show next month with those prices. So if any of these deals right now you want to take advantage of, edit your auto ship now and put those sales in there. Now, also remember, the BV is between 50 to 60 BV, 40 to 50 to 60, somewhere around there. So you'll need two packs, or one pack and an additional product to make sure that BV is over 80. So also be aware of that when you edit this, because you want to edit it so you don't have to go back in and edit it, because I don't know what happens if you edit it tomorrow when it's June. So make sure that you do that editing today. Look at what all those packages are that are $79 to $99, somewhere around there. I can't remember the pricing, but pay attention to that. For you and your loyal customers, anyone can put this on their auto ship and take advantage of this promotion for June. So, and I love the fact that it's $79, but the BV is like 50 something. That's crazy. That's great BV on it. So I think that's all I have in reference to auto ships. The decline orders have processed for today. So whatever you see as your BV and GBV and PBV is it. Nothing else is coming out unless you put some work in to make it come out. So on to the next thing was the sample app. As of April 30th, you were not able to purchase any more samples. As of May 31st, which is today, is the last day you can redeem them. I did see some people go in there and do a great job on getting to it. But if you have not and you have samples in that step, you will lose them tomorrow if you do not send them yourself today. So that's the best way to do it. Send them to yourself. That's what I did, because I took advantage of them samples and just sent them on to myself. So take advantage of it, because you can get the events or just use it for your own self. I mean, Sleepy Tea is gone after whenever they run out. So I redeemed all mine for Sleepy Tea. So take advantage of that. While I'm on that subject, I'm just rolling it into different topics. Sleepy Tea is going away. Skinny Tea, lemon and rosé is going away. Immunity is going away. So If you have not taken advantage of any of those 4 products and want them, they are still available to purchase now, but they will disappear off the website when they run out. So please don't be next week like, oh my God, where did it go? Which we've been telling you for a month is gone. So come on, like, stop waiting to the last second. Same thing with that celery. Told y'all it was leaving. Y'all wanted to wait to next paycheck. Guess what? Gone. So I think, oh, and then on the same topic is products again. Products pricing are increasing for 3 products. So Super Reds, I believe, is going up to $43 or 45. One of them 2 numbers, I believe, is 43. Fat Fighters, which I ordered 2 of this month because I took advantage why it's still cheaper. Fat Fighters is going up from 30 to $41 with 30 BV on it, okay? So today is the last day to get it for that price if you have not. No, I do not have the answer to the grandfather thing. I believe it don't exist because I did not see anything for that. And hair, skin, and nails, which I ordered 2 of as well this month, is also going up from 37 to 41. So when you're speaking to customers, I will update them in the boards later on tonight so that it is updated for the pricing for tomorrow. But understand those prices are increasing tomorrow. Why? Because a lot of the different products have special ingredients in them that make our products unique, where guess what happens with uniqueness? It also pays to have unique products with unique ingredients in it. So those prices had to increase because of that reasoning. And don't even care about that. I mean, it's still gonna be worth it. Like, we still got tons of product and the premium pricing on it is still amazing. And the fact that we have these different sales help out a ton. So, oh, still, I got more housekeeping. I ain't done. I forgot about pick 3. So next one is pick 3. Pick 3 used to be $92 this month. Next month, it goes up to $96. If you do not change your pick 3 order, which I suggest you change it today, so that next month it say 92. I don't know if that really worked or not, but that's what I did. So if you need to change your order, do so. But if you don't change it or touch it at all, it stays 92. But if you edit it for any reason, it's going to be 96. So any new people that order and place orders next month, they're going to pay 96 for the pick 3. And it does come in handy, especially for those people that want to get one of each type of coffee. You know, the skinny brew versus the keto coffee. Like, I had one that did that. So it definitely benefits you for pick 3 on people like that. Dang, I think that was enough. I think I hit it all. Oh, and for all of you guys, which I believe everyone on here is a part of the Host to Post group, tonight is the last night to put in those Host to Posts because the drawing is on the 2nd and we have to put our entries in early tomorrow. So get your entries in by tonight because I'm cutting it off at midnight. I don't know about Rusty being as nice as me, but mine's is cut off at midnight. I don't know about Tasha, how nice she is, but it's cutting off at midnight so that we can turn them in on time tomorrow. The drawing is on June 2nd. Anyone that's participating in the next month drawing, reach out to whomever your leader is on which way you can be involved in that. Exactly. See, cut off a couple of days ago. Exactly. Look at that. Look at that. Because she knows she bad. She'll forget to turn it in. So that, I think that is every single housekeeping I had, which was a lot. June has a lot of different things that's coming up as far as launches and things of that nature, but I'm excited about that. We have our Zoom tomorrow morning. I think it's at 11 a.m. Everyone should have received that email about the our beginning of the month Zooms that we have. That is tomorrow morning, which will launch us for June as to what's all to come. I love the fact that corporate gives us a heads up on a lot of stuff. Like, they talk, like, gosh, I thought we were loose lip before. They are loose lips. So they tell us a lot of stuff that is coming in advance to warn us and say it with no, like, oh, it's coming. Like, dang, was you supposed to hold that? So I'm not sure if y'all heard Mark say that conference was gonna be next year in Fort Myers, Florida, which to me is like, I ain't been down there since I was a kid. So that's exciting. I mean, I know it's gonna take a minute to get over there. It's definitely not close to well, there probably is an airport right there. I think it is a Fort Myers airport, but that's small.
Yeah, so I just flew in there in December and or back last August. It's a pretty big airport.
Fort Myers got airport,
Yeah.
big airport?
MK, that's where
Well, check
she
this
lives
out.
in Fort Myers.
Oh, okay. Listen, the only thing I remember about Fort Myers is a
Oh,
couple
are you
lizards
coming to
running.
my world?
Yes, ma'am, we
Yeah,
are.
yeah, you missed that. Yes, we are. We're going to be
Sorry.
going to be there. So, oh, you said that out loud and didn't mean to. So, yeah, so Fort Myers is where conference is going to be in person at that date. So, I'm excited for that. I mean, I'm excited a little bit, but listen, the last time I was in Fort Myers was a kid, and all I remember is lizards running across my feet and alligators. So that's all I remember about it. That's my only PTSD about it. So we shall see. I'm excited though, still, just to go. All right. So I think that's every housekeeping tool I have. I will be updating this sheet that we have, which I'm not sure if a lot of you have seen. It has all the products on it with the pricing and things. I'll work on updating that if Tamika has not yet. If so, I'll work on that. Otherwise, I hope y'all have y'all calendars so that you are taking advantage of everything and having everyone's name written down as to who's interested in ordering, and that way you can keep up with all your potentials. My third book I carry everywhere with me is my journal, because you have to keep your mind free of all the negativity and all the stress and all the things that may be cluttered up in there. Let that stuff out. Like, let it out in your journal. That's the best place to let it out, because guess what? It won't talk back to you and tell you something that you need to do that be wrong. Let that stuff out in your journal. It feels so much better to let it go. And put a 1 in the comments if y'all ordered the new products. And then put a 2 in the comments if y'all noticed that it said printed. Wait, is what you call it on here that got hers? She better have tried them since we done started the Zoom. She ain't on here. Ooh, she ain't on here.
Vanna, no, she didn't try it yet.
Oh, and Stephanie got the gummies. That's right. Stephanie
Wait, I want to know, Rusty, the gummies, you said it tastes like apples. Someone just told me it tastes like licorice.
No, Stephanie, what you say?
What you say?
You muted, Steph.
I know. To me, it tastes like an apple too. I've never had licorice, so I don't know. Not the black licorice, like Twizzlers, if you count that. But
yeah,
it tastes it. I don't know. But it tastes like an apple to me too.
Amaka just tried it with us on a Zoom, and she's like, it tastes like licorice, and I'm like,
what is licorice to you? Twizzler or black?
Like a black licorice. I'm assuming, because she's like, I'm like, what?
Nah, even Ashley Mayfield said it tastes like apple. That's
Even
Right, it has a sweet taste. It doesn't taste like that. No. Like that.
Well, I can tell you what, last night was the 7th, yesterday evening was the 7th day I was on it. I normally get up at 4 o'clock. I slept to 8:30 this morning. I don't remember last time I ever did that, like I was a teenager or something. The cortisol levels are way down. It's crazy. I know one thing, I got a bunch of those coming. And oh, by the way, Chris, I meant to get back with you a while ago. The order shipped yesterday, the 30th. Yeah, yesterday.
The big one, your big order shipped.
No, all the orders I had in shipped.
Even the big one.
Big one. No, the big one.
Now, wait, okay, Krista, you didn't get yours yet?
No, Rusty didn't send me none.
Hey, I got 3-day sample supplies. I told Mark, I said, man, if you need me to lend you some money to, like send me some for at least a week.
You should have told Mark, man, Carissa down my neck, man. Why didn't you send me enough?
Hey, Mark is just up the street from my house.
Yeah, I seen.
Yeah, so I thought about going over there and surprising him. Look, I'm gonna lend you 50 cents for those 3-day samples.
Well, listen, y'all. Maybe people aren't buying the packages yet, or maybe you're not selling them yet because you feel like you waited for it to ship or something. I already know how some of y'all think. Some people think like that. Utilize the fact that it's printed and it's about to ship. Start working on your trial packs and samples. Like, I literally made whatever 75 plus 35 plus 33 plus 33, whatever that equals. I made that much last week in sample cash. And then I'm shipping all of them out whenever it ships, but I'm gonna send them their tracking numbers tomorrow. So that way, they're at ease and it'll be here to ship it out. So take advantage of still offering the trial packs. You'll have the products in soon. It'll be here very shortly, because usually when stuff like this happen, they ship it off fast. So it's not like it's going to take a week or two to get there from whenever it ships. So summer sample bundle packs
If you
with
listen to
the
what
new
Doug said, he said
uh-huh.
that the corporate was going to step up and throw the money into it to get everything shipped out by yesterday or today.
Oh,
Now,
yes.
they're not
Okay.
waiting, they're not playing, they got to get it out.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
stories
I
that's going to be
appreciate it.
created off this new stuff is going to be pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm excited because I've been looking at that thing say accepted for a week, and I just keep every day. I watch it like 4 times a day and see it update. Nope. So I'm excited for all of us to be able to try it. So start already prepping yourself. Take those pictures. We just finished a holiday, so I know y'all done ate some stuff y'all weren't supposed to. So take pictures. Like take pictures. Okay, take pictures. Front view, side view, face, back, all of them. Take a lot of them. That way, when you start these new products and stay consistent with it, it will make a humongous. Here come Vanna right now. Here she come. Hey, Vanna. Hey, girl. Did you try the stuff yet?
Hi. Yes, I just did. That's where I came from. I just did my live. And I have them
Okay.
in front of me. So this is the
Ooh.
super berry greens, the super berry and the cocoa dream.
Okay, that berry looks very, very green. I like that. How it tastes?
I can say hi.
It tasted really good. My son like
It tastes super good, guys. Come on, guys. All these things.
I hope you was that energetic on her live.
Super good.
All right. So do it taste better than the ones from the old super greens?
definitely so
Oh,
good.
what about the chocolate?
The chocolate is good. It tastes a lot more smoother than the super greens.
Yeah.
This plus is definitely way better.
Wow. All right. So like I told them, make sure you're taking your pictures because even with them greens, I feel like we're gonna have amazing results. Like our insides is gonna be like, what the heck did you just do? So I'm
It's gonna be
excited for
so
that.
happy.
All right. I'm excited just to take the berry just because it tastes good. Make sure you take some pictures too. We need pictures of all of this stuff. So have fun with the pictures, even while it's in the jar. Take a picture like that in the jar so we can have pictures. Okay. Sorry, I'm swiping pictures from everybody. Everybody gotta give us some pictures. Oh gosh. All right. Y'all have any questions in reference to month end or the beginning of the month? I feel like I've covered everything. I ain't want to give you like too many things. Yes, exactly. Tell her. Stay on her, Kim. Stay on her. So anybody have any questions that they want to ask in reference to anything? All right. Well, let me tell y'all something else that's been working. So I've
No,
been
wait a
saying
minute. Wait before you get started.
thank you. Thank you. Go ahead. Go and talk, girl. Go
I just
on,
want
let
to
it out.
be clear. So I can actually go in tonight because my auto ship is running tonight at 12 o'clock. So I
Okay.
could go in tonight and put this the
Sale.
Memorial Day sale things in and I'll get the price.
Yes.
And they run
Edit it
Okay.
today.
All right.
Yeah. So just make sure you verify the BV amount because you need more than one pack or an add-on for it to be over 80 BV. But yes, definitely.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. I forgot what I was gonna say. It's gone. Oh, so what I've also been doing, which I've told a lot of you guys, is just doing like remixes and reposts of like viral things to help out with growing my network and having more people come to my page. And that has been like tremendous to be able to just bring more people in. And then one of them just popped out of the blue and all of a sudden was a viral one. And I think right now it's like over 11 million people seen. So I've gained like over 15,000 followers on Facebook in the last 2 days, which means all these people are looking at every single old reel I've done and they're commenting. And it got to the point where now I have to have them message me instead of me messaging them because I couldn't message no more people. But I'm telling you, just continue to grow your page with doing it. You can do a remix version of it where you're beside it. You can repost some of them, but make sure you're remixing too. Like don't have all of them just be just without you in it. You can go right there on TikTok where you're looking at it at and just hit the remix button, or what is it called on TikTok? It's not remix on TikTok. Duet. Hit the duet button and do some of them with them. If you see that it's already getting a ton of views and stuff, utilize it, because now you can bring more people to you. So what that did was grow my followers. Like my Instagram has grew over 1,000 plus followers as well, which now increases my story views on both. It increases people looking at everything I'm doing. And what I also realized was now, because my followers have increased from doing these reels, if I post a regular post, it does not get the same attention that a reel does. So if you're getting followers based off of reels, you have to keep posting reels to have them see them, and that's what you can utilize. So like I did a stress gummies post, and right before I was about to post it, I'm like, you know what? No, let me make a reel out of it. And all I did was take 3 different pictures of the stress gummies and add them to a reel with music, and it did a lot. It had a ton of people look at it, and it had a ton of people comment. So it's the same thing as just putting a post out there, but instead you're making it a reel, so that, I don't know why, but those people see the reels more than they see your actual post. So utilize reels, even if it's you halfway in the picture, not in the picture. Don't not be in the picture for all of them. Like, you got to show up sometimes. You can't just be behind the screen. They got to see it's a real person. And you're going to also, please understand, you're going to have people that are just jerks. They just exist. They're going to be there. Trust me. I cursed a couple out in a good way with a smile and a heart. And then others I blocked because I just felt like it wasn't the one to give the energy to. So just understand they will exist, yes, but don't let them put you down. Just hit the block button. We know they exist. The people miserable. They just come online just to look for what they can talk about. So understand that that's going to happen. Do not let it steal your energy. At the same time, realize what the bigger goal is to grow your network. And while you're growing your network, you're going to have those little demon seeds that try to come in your ear. Let them flow off, block them, and keep it moving, because that's what they're going to do. Okay? So understand that. And just know that, I mean, it makes a difference. Trust me, I've been reposting stuff like funny videos for like over 2 months. It took a while for this to happen, but it just happened to be the right video that did it. And so just stay on it. You know, keep staying consistent. I put a post up yesterday about, if you're not motivated, as long as you're consistent, that motivation will come back. You just got to stay consistent, even on days you don't feel like it. All I did was go back and take some of my old videos that I did a while ago of coffee, of blowing my hair out, of anything, and I reposted those for these new people to see. So every day, it don't have to be something fresh that came out that you had to use or take or whatever. It can be older videos that did 1 or 2 good numbers, and then now you're reposting them for those new people to see it. So take advantage of that too. I seen you had a lot of followers, Kim. I'm almost at 40K new followers in 30 days from one video. So 1 day minimum. And I batch my videos, so no excuse. I didn't miss a day. Exactly. So you have to take advantage of it. One video did it for her. Like, my video is still going. It's still going. But listen, 15K and these people are commenting on everything. I had to literally turn off the notifications on the funny ones just so I can see when people were commenting on the other stuff, the actual products that matter. So yeah, don't be afraid. Like, we telling you what worked. She's even telling you what worked. Kim, you want to come on real quick and tell us what you did that did that? What type of video was it, or what did you do? You can stay off camera. You can just unmute.
I'm sorry, my son's like crying. That's why I don't mind being on camera or anything. But it was a video that was in reference to business coaching. And so it was the girl, they were on the America's Got Talent show or whatever.
Oh.
People came on to wrestle, and she was like, if you wanted my vote, I would have did this. And she's walking up, and then she kind of body slams the girl in the pool. But that video, yeah, and I made it. I was like, me coaching you. I forget what it said, honestly, and my phone's dead. So
it's with Brie Bella. If y'all want to look it up, it's Brie Bella that was on America's Got Talent.
Yes.
Yeah.
That video, and I used it as a total business reference. I was like, and then it popped off, and it's got like 25 million views on it.
Wow.
And yeah, so that one did really good. And then I mixed it up a little bit with some lifestyle and some coffee posts, some opportunity posts and whatnot. And I've gotten way more leads from reels than anything else, besides host a post.
Yeah.
And so
I haven't tried
reels every
yet.
single day.
I haven't tried host to post with reels yet. I have to get there with it.
I've
But
been having people share my videos.
okay.
You know, anything, because people love entertainment, people love to watch videos. And so it's like, maybe I can't encourage them to post for me, but it's so simple for them to go and share a video of mine and then be like done, you know? And
So
so
one,
I keep trying to get people to do that for me.
I love it. And are they going back and looking at every single reel you put up and commenting and liking on them?
Yeah, I mean, I always leave a call to action at the end of my videos. You know, like drop a heart to join. Sorry, my baby.
You
Stuff
good.
like that. Drop the word coffee if you're interested in info. So leaving them curious to know more and that they have to contact me to learn more. So
Love it. Yeah, I just changed mine's now to say DM me hair or DM me to do it because they were commenting, and because I'm not friends with them, guess what? Now y'all all sitting in the filtered box. And now I'm like, hey, comment the word such and such. Now I gotta give you another call to action because now I can't message you. So yeah, I love that. Dory, you done said something in the comments, so you know I need you to unmute, boo. What you do? Same type of situation? You can't be in the comments and then no, I'm about to call on you, boo. Come on. Come on, let's see that glow.
Sorry. Hang on. I'm at my parents' house and they're all talking to me, walking to the other side. Hang on. I got babies over here. And they're like, hang on.
Oh gosh. But I hope y'all understood and heard from what
No,
she
sorry.
just.
So I went from 3.5K to 10K in just 2 weeks. And honestly, what it was for me was the Johnny Depp trial reels. It was a bunch of I was utilizing those like nobody's business. And all of those were getting me like the million views, you know what I mean? And so now I have all of these people who are following me because of the reels. And so I would post, I would make sure though that I wasn't just me reusing those types of reels. Like I'd be sure to have my face. So I'd make my own original reels that I posted to Instagram. I would post it on Facebook as well. And then I would put like a cute little animal looking one. And then I would put like a Johnny Depp trial one. You know what I mean? So it was catching people. And for some reason, people love the cute animal videos. And I have no idea why, but they love it. Like a panda eating a bamboo or a mama and her baby monkey. Like they love this stuff. Or like, I had one, there's like a bunch of llamas jumping over a mud puddle, and the last llama did a little like sassy kick to it. Everybody loves it, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I do. Like I know what my audience likes, so that's what I've been doing. So I've been doing the Johnny Depp trial, one of me so they can see my face, see me, doing my whatever, and then something cute.
I love that. I love that. And I love the key part she said is knowing your audience and what they like. Like I know my audience is ratcheticity.com. So I always make sure I gotta, hit them with some ratcheticity in that way. So I love how she just let y'all know your audience. Like if you're doing something right now and your views is not going up from, go ahead, Dory.
Sorry, another tip real quick is before I noticed it, anytime I would post a reel that had to do with a business or a product, I wouldn't get that much activity off of it. And so I kind of just stopped doing reels because to me it wasn't working. But now that I have more audience people and I've been putting up that other stuff, so I will make reels occasionally for the products and put it up there. But a lot of my reels is just to kind of get people in to my page.
Right.
And then I will post the product stuff to my stories or to my actual page. And then people have been messaging me that way. So it's just kind of to intrigue them in,
Yeah. You're still bringing them in. You said you got the 10K now. So you're definitely bringing them in. I mean, I know for sure they got to be doing you the same way they're doing me, where they're looking at every single old reel you've done. And now they're dissecting your whole life. Like I had one go all the way back to my son's birthday. It was like, oh my God, thank you for blessing us with showing his birthday and happy birthday to him. I'm like, oh, this was back from March. So they really going back on the reels, looking at all of them. I don't know how, but so yeah, I love that. So yes, know your audience. Please know your audience. Whatever you look at on your reels and you see you got a lot of views from, just try different stuff. Just see what sticks to the wall. Throw some different humor at them and see what sticks. You never know what your audience is. Maybe you have an older audience that like something different versus the younger audience, and oh yeah, insights, thank you. Yes, you can look at your insights and know who your audience is. It'll tell you what your age groups is. Mine's is like the 25 to 40-year-olds, so mine's is in my age group, which is why everyone loves the goofy ratcheticity. So you give them what they love. And I wish I was following this Amber Heard Johnny Depp thing. I wish I was following it, but I wasn't. So I missed the memo on the reels for that. I missed that memo. But I will be looking at what Dory did to see what exactly that is so I can pay attention. Anyone else have a ton of followers that want to add something in reference to it? I know Tasha basically did the same thing. Hers blew up from a lot of different funny videos, and hers was her own. She just automatically got her own goofy life. So her reels that went popular were her own goofy reels. Well, that must be why I don't follow you, Carissa. I'm too old. Ha, no, you're not. Don't worry, boo. You can still follow me and get all the funny. Don't worry. All right. Any questions, guys, in reference to any of that we just gave y'all? That was probably left field for some of y'all that aren't like in the reels field. You don't have to it don't even have to be a video. It can be two pictures. It can be something you posted that you like for example, I told Trina that she could make a reel out of different posts that she puts up, that she put glitter with it. It turns into a video because it ended up being like 3 seconds. You can make a reel out of that instead of it being a post. It can be a reel. It's the same thing. It just switched over to the reel side. So you can do the same thing with it. Turn that picture, post the picture in the reel, and do whatever those edits is, and make it glitter and shine and last for a couple seconds. It's the same type of situation, because for certain people like Trina, her audience loves seeing all these beautiful pictures that she posts of Vermont that makes it look so enticing to come up there until we see the snow and we turn around and go back home. So it looks beautiful up there until that point happens, because it's still cold up there. Anyone else have any questions about anything? Yeah, Marion's audience is very mature, so they love her inspiration. They love her inspiration. She has tea sipping women. They love her inspiration. Oh gosh. So long as you know what works for you. I mean, you can always throw them a little wrench in every once in a while, I don't know. So you could throw them a wrench, but it'll still work out. Any questions in reference to anything we just said? I don't want y'all to ask when we get off and inbox me, because my inbox looks real crazy right now and I won't see it. I just want to let you know I will not see it. Any other questions? No, y'all good? All right, Rusty, you got anything for us? Because we doing good on time right now.
Yeah, you're doing excellent. This thing that we're doing here is the most important part about building a network and staying with the same company all these years is continually developing your stories. The game is not, life is nothing more than a big old game. The more you engage in what you're talking about, the better you become at it. And something you guys said a while ago is the consistency of just staying with it every single day. And once you show up every day, you'll begin to show out. See, you get better at what you're doing. You get more proficient. And what happens when you show up every day? You become more confident in who you are, but where you're going. And once I played ball a lot of years, and we had to practice all year long before season ever got here. And so what you're doing now is you're showing up for practice, and you're getting ready to get into the game, because the dynamics tomorrow, I promise you, is going to change. You're going to love what you hear tomorrow, but don't go to sleep tonight. Work it all the way like I'm going to do. It'll be 1 o'clock in the morning. And I got stress gummy, so I'll probably sleep to 8:30 again tomorrow, I hope. And so, but I want to make sure that we're giving everything we got. We got to be all in. This morning, when I got up, I went and swam some laps. Now the water here is cold. I mean, 70 degrees, that's cold. If I stuck my toe in, I wouldn't have done it. But when you go dive in, at that point, you're all in. You got to get moving. Does that make sense?
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, and what you want to do, if you want to be here long term and start to own your time, and something Carissa said, and I do it every day, I've been doing it for many, many years, is I journal every day. It's just my time with me to commit my thoughts to paper. And you start committing your thoughts to paper, you'll see your thoughts start to change, and you'll see your life start to change, because you go from where you are to writing yourself out of this life to your blockbuster story. It's all around one thing. You've got to think that you're the most important investment in your life. You have to make the investment in you. I think we have the best product line in the world, period. Hands down, period. You got to invest in your physical health. And when you start to invest in your mental health, and we all need it, that's what journaling does. And you write yourself from where you are out of any bad habit we all have. You start to see your behavior start to change, and you start to write yourself into that blockbuster story, that life that you want, the physical well-being that you want, the financial well-being that you want, setting up generational wealth for your kids, for your family. It's all in the stroke of the pen, because the more you write your thought, commit your thoughts to paper, the more radical, massive action you'll take. But just in the morning when you wake up, I don't really call, message somebody else. Look at your legs. If you're needing a $400 leg, don't you go to bed till you have it, one way or the other. That is a discipline that it takes, and you know what you got to have. And that's why, I'm like the lady on here a while ago. Yeah, at midnight, my auto ship's gonna run. It's a big one, because I want all the stuff coming here. I don't want to run out of nothing this month.
You said it's a what? It's a big one? It's a big one?
It's a big one. Yes, that's my Virginia talk. It's a big one. And I want everything for me, because I'm the most important person in my life. I want to be an asset to my wife, to my kids, and to my granddaughter that's coming. So you have to get all in for what's most important to you. And we can make any excuses that you want to. You can take the story and your circumstances right now, and I could just cry about the circumstances I got going on right now. I was sick and all. No, that's all bullshit. I don't use that. That is the inspiration I have to go get better. And you know what? We're going to get better, and we're going to get better. Why? Because the reason, what I think every morning is I'm journaling. I'm thinking about you guys too. This great team that we got, it consistently shows up every Tuesday night. And whenever Krista decides to change the Zoom, you're all here. There's a nucleus of leadership that shows up here every single time. There should be 2,000 to 3,000 people on this Zoom every time we show up. But you will always have a nucleus of leadership. When you have that nucleus of leadership, what you're going to do is you're leading people by what? Example. Instead of sticking your toe in the water, to hell with it. Is where it's hot or it's really cold, like it is here in my swimming pool. I promise you, in the morning, whatever time, if I wake up at 4:30, I'm going to get me several laps in the pool, but I will not stick my toe in, because I might say, I'm just wait till 12 o'clock when the sun comes up. Get all in. And I promise you, it changes the mindset. It sets the tone for your day. You become more productive, and you start to crush those goals. And whatever is your deal is, when you wake up, let your feet hit the floor. What is it, 8:30 or 4:30 in the morning? Feet hit the floor and get up and become productive. If you're up just an hour earlier than everybody else and go to bed an hour later than everybody else, you outwork 90% of the people in the world. You outwork it's a mindset. Doing this much more than everybody else puts you miles ahead of everybody else. They wonder how you done it. Well, you just went out and done it. You know why? It's one thing. You know your value, and you believe you're worth it. You look at those little babies. I saw 2 you ladies had babies, and little boys excited about mama's reel and the greens. And you heard how passionate he was. You know what she's doing to that child right now? She's posturing him to be a CEO of a major company later in life. Is your kids worth it? Are you worth it? Absolutely, you're worth it. If anybody tells you not, give them the 5-finger discount. They can scan that hand mark across that face and say, I don't play this game with you no more. That's the end of that. And I'm serious about where I'm going. And you know what? You'll attract the serious people when they find out that you're very serious. Right now, I'm supposed to be at a ball game. My daughter's playing. I said, nope, I ain't going. Got a Zoom. Those ladies show up. I can come to the ball game on Thursday. You know what? You guys are worth it. You know why? because we got some big things happening. Something great's happening. If you listen to Mark the other night, he said, we're going to do what we've done in 21 years. We're going to do it. And if you listen really carefully, he said 48 months or less. We're going to do everything that we've done in 21 years. We're going to do it in record time. There's going to be double and quadruple the success that we've ever had in this company. And you know what? I just happen to believe it. You know why? Because he's got a strategy. He's got a game. He does exactly what we do. He gets up and he initiates the business with other people. So here's what I want you to do this week and this month, and get very consistent with it. Go with every fiber in your being, go every single day the rest of this month. You'll be surprised where you'll be at the end of June. It's called exposure, exposure, exposure. Consistently be exposing what you have to other people, and then put yourself in a position to follow up, close. Today I had to go get some stuff where I had an eye surgery a couple years ago. I'm fixing to have another one. And while I was getting the drops that I was allergic to, I was talking and having fun with the ladies, and I'm whipping out my card all at the same time. I've got both the nurses that's called me back this afternoon. You know why? They want to go have some fun with the rest of us. I said, you sure? Y'all might not gonna handle this group I run with now. These girls are crazy about having fun. Wherever you are, exposure, become a walking, talking billboard. And how do you do that? You become a product of the product. Don't matter if you just had some energy off of it, or you lost 1 pound. That is your story. Tell it with what? Conviction. You become contagious and have fun with it, because life is what? Nothing but a game. The more you're in the game, the more efficient you become at playing this game called life. Some of you taking this thing way too serious. And the more serious you start to analyze till you're paralyzed. Let's just go have some fun. If you swing 4 times, 3 times, and you strike out, so what you're swinging, but you strike out by default if you don't swing the bat at all. And all we're doing right here, if you'll think about this, we're changing lives. It ain't like we started yesterday. No, it's 21 years of pulling the plow. We're changing lives, and now we're beginning to have a lot of fun changing lives. Have y'all ever been able to get healthy, change lives, and get paid this kind of money? Do they even offer that anywhere in the world? I ain't ever found it. So the more, it becomes contagious even on your reels and when you post and all that. You're just having a lot of fun. Hell, ain't nobody having no fun nowhere. You show up like you're an incurable Peter Pan. You got Peter Pan syndrome and you don't want to be cured of it. That's contagious. Everybody wants to have fun. Because right now, everybody's stressed as hell because they don't know if they'll have a job next week. They already hate the job. They're just confused. And you show up having fun like you've done hung the moon. You know what they want to do? They want to go with you. Those girls said, you crazy. I said, yeah, and it's just around the corner if y'all want to go. It's just, we're around that corner. We just go crazy. That becomes contagious when you're what? Genuinely having fun. I think that's why we're here 21 years later. We just have a lot of fun. Does that make sense, Carissa?
It makes people also want to continue to follow what you do because they're loving that great energy that you're giving and they want to see more of it. So that's why people will follow certain people when they see something and be like, oh, well, shoot, that type of energy. Yeah, I need to follow them and see what they're doing, or I need to see more of it. And then next thing you know, they're scrolling all your videos laughing or scrolling all your stuff saying, yeah, that's right. You can throw some serious ones in there on them too, which I do. I love to make y'all think at the same time as, hitting y'all with stuff like that. So it definitely helps out a ton to make, to have people want to come to your page for something and then stay. And like Rusty said, yeah, everybody's stressed out. Like everybody in a bad mood most days. They definitely need to see something that's going to uplift them. That's usually the reason people scroll. They scroll to be nosy and they scroll to laugh. Like that's mostly what you're scrolling for, to be nosy as to what's going on. And then also at the same time to laugh. I know me, that's me. Like I'm nosy and I want to laugh. That's me. And that's how I seem to find everything because it comes to me based off of what I've already put out there as to what I'm looking for. And next thing you know, I find this different stuff. So yeah, that makes total sense. And another thing, guys, be intentional with your time because the kids are either out of school for y'all, not for me. I still got a couple weeks, Jesus. So when these kids get out, if y'all are out already, you're gonna need this time block because that time block is gonna help you with already having your stuff wrote down as to the different times a day that you're gonna be able to work your business. The kids are gonna be out of school. I don't know about y'all kids, but my kids be in their own zone. They don't be under me like that or around me like that. So it really won't bother me much with the school and being in or out. I just ain't gotta leave the house. Whew. So
Hey, let me ask you something real quick. I just noticed something. Anybody see anything significant about this Zoom and the people's on it?
Yeah, it's the same ones that show up every time, which is the ones
So, what is significant about it?
This is the top 5%.
There's 15 people on Zoom. It takes 15 people to go down, and every one of you could have your own private Zoom. Your own private Zoom with this many people on it if you go to work. I'll do them for you. Swear to God. Will I not, Carissa? Chris and I, we promise we'll do them. This little bitty Zoom where you're in the top, actually your top 0.5%.
Right.
You're showing up. If you have a little bitty Zoom like this, big significant things happen. It's just 15 people. And we ain't done nothing but just talk junk and have fun. We'll become contagious. There's not one person on here. If you made up your mind tonight, by tomorrow afternoon, you can have 15 people to show up to do anything.
The secret society.
Oh, I like that. We're a secret society.
But before I forget again, I'm gonna forget. Utilize time blocks. If y'all don't know what that is, that's just writing out a few different times a day. You can pick your times a day that you want to utilize different tasks, and you sit there and get those tasks done. They take no more than 30 minutes to an hour max to do. And boom, work done for that moment. Come back again later and do some more based off the next time block. What this does is it lets you be able to work your business intentional. Trust me, the people will be there an hour or two from now when you come back to work again. But just understand you have to have some sort of structure so that your life stays balanced. You have to still have time with your kids. You have to still have time for yourself. You have to still have time for your business. You still have to have time for your family. You still have to have time to clean your house. You still have to have time to cook. If y'all like me, you still have to have time to do all this other stuff. You still gotta have time to have your ratcheticity time to yourself. You gotta have all this different time. So you have to be strategic in what you're doing. Me, I get to multitask a couple of them at the same time because I have a few different devices. So I can utilize personal development while I'm doing, I don't clean. Listen, I got a cleaner. Okay. I nipped that one in the butt. I got a cleaner that come to my house every week or every other week, and she is only $100 and she get all the work done. And so, I caught a good deal with her, and I get a couple free cleanings because I do it so often. So, and that's a whole nother thing right there. I always thought that a house cleaner was like $300-400 to come to your house. And one day I decided to finally look into it, and come to find out it was literally 115 or like 80 something for the first one, and then 100 after that for 4 hours and stuff. And I'm like, so this is that epiphany moment right there for me is what a lot of you guys can actually, understand. Sometimes your dreams and what you want to accomplish, you will tell yourself in your head that this is going to cost this much money. And because it do, oh, I can't do it. And now you stuck in your own slut, whatever funk, whatever word you want to use. You stuck in it because you think that this is what, I couldn't think of the word. Slut is just the only one that came in my mouth. I meant funk. Don't worry, you should hear my text messages. I call people all types of names. So it's definitely, you get stuck in that funk where now you're like womp womp, when all you had to do was, when you put this dream board up, you dissect that dream board. How much is going to cost for this, and this? And don't let it scare you as to what it's going to cost, because next thing you know, it's gonna next thing you know, it's probably something that was way smaller than you thought. For example, another example, I thought freaking veneer teeth cost $1 million. Come to find out, I found a way that helped me out where I didn't have to, because I have anxiety, bad anxiety when it comes to dentists. I've had bad anxiety since I was a kid. I found the way to get removable veneers, which y'all have seen. I have removables, so I can put them in whenever I want to, and done. And that was way cheaper. And I was able to duck out on not having to deal with the anxiety over root canals and stuff, and still at the same time get what I wanted to accomplish. And it was way cheaper than I thought it would be. So another example of going outside of your zone as to what you thought something would be because you feel like it's out of your range. Nothing is out of your range if you don't want it to be. And you can ask me, trust me, I'm the cheap queen, okay? I will find a deal. I will find a deal. So manage your time. That's what all that basically was coming together with. Manage your time, okay? Don't be on your phone all day long. Manage your time so that you don't burn out. We got a whole summer to get through. We ain't got time for burnout. We're going to sleep sometimes. We're going to make sure we're stress-free because we're taking our stress gummies. We're going to be filled with electrolytes because we're going to have our hydrate. So we're not going to be tired. We're going to be energetic. We're going to have our green juice of any type because we're going to make sure we are working from the inside out so we all glowing. So let's stay consistent towards making all that happen for us, because the only thing that's going to stop you right now is you. And literally, I don't understand why you want to stop yourself. Like, all you got to do is literally just ask people, like, be those problem solvers. That's right. Ain't no ceilings. That's one of my things I say every day. There is no barriers to my success. There's no ceilings or floors or glass in the way of me reaching my, it says something about barriers or ceilings or something like that. It says something about some ceilings. But yeah, that's one of the things I say to myself, and that helps out a ton. I'm no one's ATM. I always say that because that has been a big mantra of mine for the last couple of years, to keep the family out my inbox. And just understand, like, it's okay to tell people no. You tell them no, tell them no. You got to think about you. You got to keep putting you first. You come before everybody. There's no reason someone else to come first. And I'm about to use this analogy, which all of y'all already know. When you're on the airplane and the airplane air comes down, what are you supposed to do? Put yours on first before you put someone else's on, right? Because you have to take care of you first before you take care of someone else. And that was something that's always been told to me. And I had to finally get to that point to make sure I'm first. If you're not first, then what happens? Everything else crumbles. So put you first and stop worrying about everything else. If you're not first to be you, everything else is going to crumble anyway. So you got to put you first. Look at Queen coming on a whole hour late. We done, man. We about to get off. We done. It's over now, Queen. The whole thing over. We getting off. Watch the recording. Any other questions, guys, before we get off? I had to get on you, Queen. I had to, because you came on late.
I have a question.
Hey, Tiana.
So, hi. My question is, on those bad days, the days we don't want to show up, how do you guys push towards it? We want to show up, show our face and stuff, but really, if you're having a bad day, how do you put yourself out there to still show up?
Well, on days you probably won't see my face, but because this is a rhythmatic thing for me that I do every day, and it's became a part of my life, something is going to be posted somewhere. Whether it's a quote, whether it's a reel that I've recycled, whether it's a story that I've recycled or I found on one of those different Telegram chats or, different Instagram places we are, something is going to exist because this has been a part of your life now. You've been doing this over 21 days to make it a habit. If not, and you skip the day, then you got to start that habit, because that habit makes it a part of your life where you get up in the morning. I get up in the morning, whoo, all right, here we go. My me time. Next, what I'm gonna do? Woo. One eye may be open, but I'm gonna screenshot my volume. I may not get to see what it is until I really wake up, but I know how to go screenshot it. So I already got that morning screenshot done. Like, it's different things I already know to do in my head. It's just there. This stuff is already programmed. Just like we programmed how to be moms and do all the stuff just because we don't want to do that every day. I know I for sure don't. Tough. They be tapping me till my mommy get up. I'm like, what you talking about? So, that happens. We don't want to be mommies every day, but we show up for that too. Same way for our business, because what happens is we get to stay home because we showed up. So always, like me, I do stuff in advance. Sometimes I might drink 2 cups of coffee for a day. And if I do, I'm only posting one, and the next one will be ready for the next day. So now it's at the point where I'm able to make my coffee every day, a day in advance, because now I'll post one every maybe 2 or 3 days now. I don't even post coffee every day. So I have them built up where I can do a smoothie one day and a coffee one day and a something another day, or juice in another day, and post that. So everything don't have to be that second. Build your stuff up.
What do you show up for? It's important to you.
Don't make her cry. You know she about to cry. Don't.
Wait, I'm sorry. What was the question, Rusty?
So what do you show? What's important enough to make you show up when you're having a bad day?
Honestly, my days have been so hard that not even my kids, nothing seems to get me out of that hole. So that's why I'm asking, like, man, when you're at your rock bottom, and nothing bounces you back, how do you, still just have the energy to post? I run away from social media, from everybody.
So do you have an accountability buddy?
I do. I have Queen Mary now. And that's what I told her is, when I'm having a bad day, I need you to give me something to post. And so, yes, I got my queen now. So yes, we're ready to rock for June.
Yeah, when I was really sick, I had the same kind of struggles. You're really large, you're sick, they're telling you you're gonna die. And you're representing a nutritional company with rats, and you look like the size of a farm animal. And how do you make it? Well, you wrestle and you fight, but you find that one thing in you that's worth the while. And I promise you, I'm not stingy by no means. It always diverted back that I was worth it. I'm doing this for me first. So I got to get it done. And when people would talk to me, they could hear the conviction in my voice. So once you really get convicted about it and you engage in other people and you start listening to what's going on in other people's lives and you start creating solutions, well, once you get creative at creating solutions or making offers to other people, whether it be finances or what we have to offer for health or whatever, you'll be surprised how quick you can create a solution for yourself. So you just get engaged in it, and through the engagement, it takes you to a different place, and you're in that funky mindset. 15, 20, 30 minutes, next thing you're gone. That being engaged with other people is what drives me, gets me off to the next level. And what I thought was so bad, I'm gonna be honest about myself. I pretended to feel sorry for me because I was an athlete, born on a farm, the firstborn. How do you get to this position? Or how did I get in that position? Well, it's a medical condition. You know why? Because they didn't take care of me. I sacrificed everything I had to go somewhere I didn't want to go back to, and I almost really went back there. And then I started really just putting the pen to paper, committing the ideas, committing where I wanted to go, and what do I need to do to get there. And it wasn't for laying in there and feeling sorry for myself. That's for sure. I'm not saying you do. That was just my story. And so when I really got focused on what I need, what behaviors I need to start off my morning with and come after, I just started changing some behaviors, nightly behaviors, food behaviors, journaling behaviors, and getting on the friggin' phone and talking to everybody. Where you told me no, I don't care if you say no. I planted the seed. I'm gonna find somebody that wants to talk about going somewhere. Everybody wants to go somewhere, don't you? Everybody wants to go to see MK over at Fort Myers next year, don't you? I know I'm going to see her for more than one reason. She knows. So, you get excited about going somewhere. So you make the necessary sacrifices, you make the necessary, everything you need, put you in a position to go there. And you've already been told this is going to happen. We start planning those trips now. It makes sense. And we start planning now. So we have to put ourselves into that action right now in order. Every day you make a contribution to the action to where you're going, and you know where you need to be. Here's how to develop. You want to know how to develop a good plan of action I'm not sure. He'll tell us tomorrow when it's going to be. So let's just say it's in January. So we're going to have 7 months. 7 months between now and January. Where do I need to be in order to go down, have a great time, and not have to penny pinch? Period. Where do I want to be physically? So you take where we are, and you divide whatever you think that you're going to need to be. You divide 7 into it, and you come up with the number for the 7 months. And then you divide that by 4, because it's 4 weeks in a month, correct? And then you divide that by 7. That gives you a daily specific finite plan of action. It works every single time. Simple mathematics. This is what I need to accomplish every single day to get there. And you hold yourself accountable in the discipline to get there with that particular plan of action. and you don't deviate from it. And I promise to God, if you put two good hours a day, I'm not scrolling and bullshitting around. If you put 2 good hours of engagement in this business, you only need to work it 2 hours a day. That gives you 22 hours to do anything else you want to. They never paid me this kind of money to do that at the bank. It just didn't. And here's where most people miss it. When you start doing just that, your time starts to compound through the success of other people. And you'll be surprised where you're going to be in 7 months. Does that make sense? Maybe that's quick. Do the simple math. You'll know where you need to be. If you need to be making triple diamond money by then, well, God, you know what? That's 60 people. If you can't build a team of 60 people between now and 7 months, it's through success of other people. It's how we make this thing happen. It's kind of like if you have a great product or you have a great service, and the people come to you for that particular service or product, and you do your very best to give them the very best of you, what are they going to do? They're going to go talk about you. What do you want them to say? You better go see her. She's got this great skinny brew coffee, or this great hydrate that burns fat as well. And then that goes so many miles down the road. All you got to do is do the follow-up, exposure, follow-up, close. Just asking questions when you do the follow-up. What can I answer? What do you need to know? All right, I'll call you again tomorrow. Just don't be pushy. Don't create an unrealistic expectation about what you just did, because everybody ain't on your schedule or your mindset. But you just keep dripping and staying for, kind of like Carissa's doing with those reels. You just, every day you're there, you just drip. And then finally people see you 7, 8, 10, 20 times. They say, well, damn, I got to call her. I got to reach out to her. Because you know what? You've built one thing that everybody wants: trust. Love and trust. And through what y'all are doing on social media, well, they know, love, and trust. You know what? Because you're going to be there to entertain them every day. I'm going to start watching your reels, Carissa. Sound like that would be something fun. I don't watch TV. I don't care nothing about that. Huh?
My humor is different.
Well, I know that movie star right there. I actually went to eat with her one time over in Bronx, New York. Does any of that make sense? Does anybody have any questions? I got another Zoom I need to get on here in a second.
Nope, I just got one last one for Tiana, just as a reminder, because this is something that I utilize and realize. When you feel in those funk modes, you may need 2 to 4 confianzas. So they need to always be on standby, because I realize sometimes I have that funk moment, and if I don't feel like getting out of bed, it got something to do with that. So it can be a mood change for me where I feel like, yeah, it's needed. And if I take 2 and in 10 minutes I don't feel a difference, then I take the next 2, because I got to figure out if this is a 2 or a 4 moment that's going on. So usually it's a 4 moment. So 4 confianzas is what I'll take, and then it gets me up and moving. But sometimes you don't realize you're in that funk, but if you pay attention to it and you feel it, just roll over and get them confianzas, so they should be sitting right there next to you. And then that will help with increasing your day. Between that and then getting that caffeine in your system. For me, it's coffee or TFX, whatever I find, something. But yeah, you're going to need confianza, especially if you're in your funk right now.
You have anxiety? You have anxiety?
She don't.
I feel like I do. I'm not diagnosed, but I feel like I do, definitely.
You have anger issues?
Oh yeah. Anger, depression, suicidal thoughts, all of it. It's just been the devil's been coming hard.
And you ain't really be.
I'm
not. I have some, but I forget about it. To be honest, I'm gonna start.
Queen,
well, I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell you something funny. Now, if you read my book, and I'm not proud of this, I got so sick and so bad I was gonna end it. And so I went back behind my house. I leaned the chair against the back of my house, and I took one of my firearms and I had it stuck in my mouth. This is the truth. And I was I was so sick, my legs are gapping open, and I had big ulcerated things that would just bust open. The pain was just, I couldn't take it anymore. I felt like a big failure. And I'm closing my eyes and I'm thinking about squeezing the trigger, and all of a sudden something popped and I landed on the ground. I thought I shot myself Robin caught me. Y'all ask her about it. She was crying. She popped me upside my head. I played ball with some mean guys. I ain't never been hit that hard in my life. And next thing you know, she's crying and going berserk. I thought she was probably going to go ahead and shoot me for me. She called my father. Here he come rolling up with my little nephew. They opened all 3 of my safes in my house, took every firearm I had. All I had was a butter knife to defend myself. He said, I didn't raise no coward. And it's just not that bad. You need to get it up and become a real man that I raised you. He said, I know you're going through some rough stuff, but there's people out there having it even worse than you are. And so I told Robin, next time, just go ahead and shoot me. Don't hit me upside my head like that. She hit, and I'm a pretty good size then, and she hit me hard enough to knock me off the chair on the ground. So evidently, if she really got mad, I'd be in a lot of trouble, wouldn't I, Chrissy? So, I'm not trying to get on your emotions or cause you to feel sorry for it. We've all been through that part where you don't see no way out, where I felt like I was just trapped in the body. And I felt like I was just bound. And at that point, I apologized to my wife, and I just got him and started fighting every day, fighting. They just told me I was going to die. I'm just going to help myself. I thought I was. You know, I'm glad she caught me. I don't know if I'd have done it or not. I can't answer that question. But I just got real focused on where I was going, and I started making a contribution to it every day as often as I felt like it I could. And every day it was a little bit more. And that's why I always want more, because you've never made enough. You've never, till the day it's over. It's really over for us when we're like 150 and it's over. You got to go after more every single day. It ain't more because you're greedy. It's more because you're offering more value to other people. Every one of you ladies are valuable. You have so much value to offer. See, if you know who you are, and I was telling a lady the other day, my father had zero disrespect for ladies. I saw how he treated my mother my whole life. That's why I've been with my wife so long, other than that one episode when I was going to cower it out. And she said, it just ain't that good. Women, you ladies raise the kids, we do all the work, and come to find out, I said I was just making a post as a tribute to my father that I had to unplug. He was my hero. She said, well, my daddy was just an SOB. I said, well, then you have no idea what I'm talking about, because I'm paying a tribute to how he raised me with zero tolerance for disrespect for women. I still open the door from this lackey, hold the door for her, whatever. Even we stand up when she comes to the table at a restaurant or something, if she has to be excused. That's how I was taught, and that's how I taught my daughters the best I can. Demand the respect. So here's where I'm going with it. Everything that you ladies are given, you're so valuable. Hell, we can't do it. Shit. You get married, you give your wife a seed, she produces a baby. Hell, you can't do it. We give you a house, you turn it into a home. You bring home and throw the meat and the stuff on the counter, you make a meal out of it. We can't do it. So everything that you're given, you have the ability by your birth and by your gender to multiply that and turn it into something. Men can't do it. Oh, now we can fight and protect, and we can go make a couple dollars, and we can bring the groceries home. But it's you ladies that create the foundation for everything else. That's why you should demand respect from every person, from your children to your spouse, to everybody around you. You never allow nobody to disrespect. If you happen to be rolling with us and somebody disrespects you, you can count on somebody gonna get your ass whipped. Them, more than likely, or me. It's not gonna happen. I can't help it. That's in every fiber in my being. I got 3 sisters, a mama, 2 daughters, a wife, and mama-in-law, sister-in-law. You ain't not gonna disrespect me. It's not gonna happen. I don't worry about jail or none of the other stuff. It's just a standard that you start to set. And when you carry yourself in that manner, the way you carry yourself will actually demand the respect. You don't even have to worry about it, because people see one thing, that you're confident and you ain't weak. Crazy little boys prey on weak people. When you roll up and you look a person in the eye, they know, oh hell, something different about them. Just a good eye contact, a good handshake, a bear paw, I call it. You just demand the respect. And that shows confidence that you know where you're going. And you know what? People want to go with you. You're going to start to attract those kind of people. They want to go with you. And if the people you repel, hell, you don't want them with you no way. You know why? Because hell, they ain't going there. They will not make a contribution to where we all are going. The 15 people on this Zoom right here, I know good and well, every one of you is going to make a contribution to where we're all going.
Yep.
That's why they call it the team. I say, ain't no me and the team. Is we're all making a positive contribution tonight when everybody else be here. We're here. Y'all are here. So you're making, see, there's 11 men on the field at the time, or when I say I play football. Every man had to execute his position, but you didn't get to go play unless you practiced really hard and gave it your all. And when it comes to game time, you give it your all. That's all we're doing. This life is a game. The more you're in it playing, the more the contributions you make, the more proficient you come in playing this game called life. And then it gets to be a lot of fun. But I know we all have those down depressions, and I know I've been through it. And I'm not saying I'm God's gift to anything, other than I just never quit fighting because I don't ever want to go back to where I was. There's no future back there. I ain't going back. I'd rather, I'd be honest, I would rather die right now than to go back even close to that life. If that makes any sense.
Yep. Well, we went
All
away,
of the sense.
so I will have to cut us short for tonight because we are very long. So I'll get this recording tomorrow. Okay, don't look for tonight. Tomorrow.
All right, ladies, I am so late, but it was worth it. I'm telling. I had something happening here, and a team of people is moving.